Good afternoon, teachers. Yes, this is good to go. Now we can start the session. What I can do, I can record this session. So later on, if somebody is missed and if some issue is there, so I can share the video and then after that, you can see that video. So is it good to go?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to start this session. Before starting this session, I'm just putting you on the mute so that we can create this session very peacefully. And in any case, if you anybody has any questions, so later on you can ask me or you can raise your hand so I can unmute you and I can hear your voice and I can give the answer. So now I'm going to mute for the while. After that, I'll just unmute you.
फोटो करनी है ये फोटो ऑन करनी है
Okay, now everyone is on a mute. So okay, first let's introduce what all about is a Zoom session. Zoom session is how you can host a video or audio class, online class with your students. So from using this platform, all of you can connect with your student in the same way we have connected here. Just your student need to know the class ID or your personal meeting ID. So in the same way, they just join the meeting. They have to enter the teacher's meeting ID, and after that, they can connect. They can join you. Same in the way we have already connected. But how this can happen? What all you need to do, or what the student need to do? So first of all, you have to schedule. You have to make a class schedule. So how you can make your class schedule, so I will explain you step by step. So just I'm going to share my screen. I'll just give you an overview of the screen, like how other schools are creating their schedule and how they are creating their personal meeting ID, how they are sending the invitation to the students. So now I'm going to share a screen and I'll show you the schedule and then I'll tell you that how you can create your own meeting ID and how you can schedule your class. So here on the shares, when you click there on your screen, you will get option of share screen. So when you click there on the share screen, you can share your screen. But as a host, I have permission that I can allow who can share. So right now, I am going to share only my screen. So rest of you cannot share your screen. So when I'll click here on the share screen, I will get many other options. So from there, I need to select the screen. So when I'll click there on the screen, now all of you can see my desktop. You can see the screen of my PC. So then here I will show. This is a period chart. This is a period chart, what all the schools are doing. So in the same way, you can create your own period chart class wise or day wise. And then after that, you can schedule your classes. So this is just a sample how you can how you can schedule the classes. And after that, you need your personal meeting ID. Now you all have joined this session using your guest ID. As a guest, you have joined here. So to get your own personal meeting ID, you need to register yourself on the Zoom account. So what you have to do, you need to open zoom.us in your mobile phone or in your computer. You can browse the website zoom.us. There you will get option of sign up. So you have to click there on the sign up. This is the option of sign up. So you have to click here. When you will click here, it will ask you about your date of birth. So you have to enter your date of birth. You have to verify your date of birth. After entering your date of birth, it will ask about your account detail. So you can create your account using your email ID, using your Google account, using your Facebook account. So all the methods you will get there. So you have to select the method, and after selecting the method, you can step you have to follow the steps, and after that you will able to register yourself on the Zoom account. So once you have done all this, after that you need to sign up there. So on your Zoom icon, when you have clicked there on the Zoom in your mobile to join this meeting, you will get the option of sign in there. Same like the way here it is a signing. So on your screen, when you open the Zoom application, there you will also get the sign in option. So there you have to click on the sign in, and after clicking on the sign in, it will ask about your credentials. So you have to enter your registered email ID or your password which you have created while registering yourself on Zoom account. So after doing all this, you will get your personal meeting ID. The same way what the email ID, this personal meeting ID has shared with you. So same meeting ID you can share with your student. After that, you need to schedule your class. So how you can schedule your class? Here, this is a application which I have installed on my computer. So you have installed on your mobile. So once you open this application, after signing, you will get option of schedule a meeting. Like here, you can find the option of schedule a meeting. So just you need to click here on the schedule a meeting. When you click here on the schedule a meeting, it will ask about the topic. So topic you can type there what like class 6 English. So you can type the topic of your class, which subject class you want to take. Then after that you need to schedule for the date. So just you have to select the date, and after that you have to select the time, at what time you want to schedule your class. Then next it will ask about the duration. So don't do it anything, just keep it 30 minutes. More than 30 minutes, if you want to try for 40 minutes, then your session will expire after 40 minutes. As a basic package, we have a limitation that we can conduct our class up to 40 minutes. So after 40 minutes, our session will expire automatically. Then we have two options under our meeting ID. One is generate automatically, and second one is personal meeting ID. If we click here generate automatically, then every time when you will schedule your class, your meeting ID will keep changes. So I'll recommend that click here on your personal meeting ID, then it will remain same. So when you will create your work plan, so there you can mention your this meeting ID, and your student can join your class using this ID. After that you can set your own password. Then under the video option you will get two option, host and participant. So you have to allow both to join the videos, ho- host as well as participant, so both can join the video. Then you need to go to the advanced options. So when you click there on the advanced options, so here you will get enable waiting room, enable join before host, mute participant on entry, and next one is automatically record meeting on local computer. So what is a waiting room? Waiting room allow you to hold your students so that they cannot join without your permission. So it will provide you security that only the allowed student can join your class. They can see, they can view, they can listen whatever you are explaining your class. So nobody else or nobody unauthorized person can enter in your class if you have enabled this option. So when you enable this option and you will start your class, so it will ask that this participant want to join your class. So there you will get option of allow or reject. So you can allow, and after that he can view the other people or he can join the class. Then there is an option of enable join before host. If you will enable this, and before your scheduled timing the student can join your class, but we will recommend that check it, keep it unchecked this. Then next option is mute participant on entry. You have to check this option so that it will help you to reduce unnecessary voice from the background, or to control the disturbance from the students. So you have to check this option, mute participant on entry. Then next option is automatically record meeting on your local computer. If you are conducting your class using your PC or using your laptop, then only you will get this option that you can record your session. Like I am already recording the session, so later on I'll share this session with all of you. So in the same way, you can also record the this your meeting, and after that you can share with your student. But only in your computer you will get this option, not in your mobile phone. Mobile phones are not providing recording facility. Then after doing all this, just you have to click on the schedule, and after scheduling your classes, you can create your own timetable. So here I show you that how the other schools are creating their timetable. Just I'll show you the sample timetable. This is a schedule of online classes. In the same way, you can also create your own class wise schedule. So here you can see that on particular day, like on Monday, this school is taking 2 periods for this class, seventh class. So this is math period. Math period timing is 10 to 10:40. Then next period is science. So science period timing is 12 to 12:40. Then here you can mention the name of teacher, and after that you can mention the Zoom ID. So Zoom ID, I again repeat, it should be a personal meeting ID of the teacher. If you will select automatic meeting ID, then it will keep changing every time. So student will get confusion that what ID they have to enter. But if you have mentioned your personal meeting ID, it will remain same all the day. And when your class is there, just they have to enter this meeting ID and they can join your class easily. Then next, I'm coming to the content part, like what kind of content you can share with your class. So here you have two options. You have multiple options, like you can share your video, you can share the lectures, you can share PPT, you can share PDF. So all kind of digital content you can share with your class. So I'll show you that how you can share the digital content. Simply you need to open the browser. If you want to run any video, you can run the video from YouTube. So just open the browser and you have to open the YouTube or any of the available website. Nowadays many publishers are providing their e-content like Extra Marks and the Oxford, Pearson. So many publishers are providing their content, so you can open the browser and you can type the content there. I guess somebody is opening their screen, so that's why we are getting the disturbance. So let me stop just a minute. Okay. Right. So here you can open YouTube or any of the available e-content website. Here you can search any of your lecture. Like I have already searched the number system. So just you have to click there on the video, and after that your video will start and it will be visible and audible to all the students. Then after that, you can share if you have any PPT. Like I have created here one PPT. So simply just you have to open the PPT from your device. Your PPT can be on your Google Drive, it can be on your OneDrive, it can be on your Dropbox, or it can be in your mobile gallery. So just you have to open your the location and just open the document. And after that, you can run the PPT, and then you can explain about the topics one by one. So it is all about like how you can deliver your online lecture using the PPT. In the same way, if you have ebook, then you can show the ebook also. Like here, I have some ebooks. This is the ebook. You can open on your screen, and all the student can see this. You can read this. You can explain the activity. You can explain the exercise, question answers. So everything they can see on their own screen. So you can explain any topic here. Okay, now I'm coming back. In this Zoom application, you have facility that you can also chat with your student. So in any case, if they have any doubt, so they can text you and you can reply them back. So in the chatting facility, you have some option that what kind of chat you want to allow them. So when you click there on the chat in the setting, you will get option that host only. Host only means only you can type the message and it will be read by all the student. If you allow everyone publicly, that means any student can type anything and it will post publicly and all the student can also view. Then there is another option, everyone privately. Privately means they can chat with each other, but it will not visible to the all the other students. So I recommend that host only or privately message you can allow, so that you can chat. If you want to send any message, just you need to select the student, or if you want to send a message to everyone, just you have to select the option of everyone in the meeting, and after that you can chat. Like I'm sending you a message, so all you can see. Exactly, like you can type, you can also type and you can send, and your student will get a message, and if you allow them to reply, then they can also reply. Then there is a facility of raise hand. When you click on the menu, you will get the option of raise hand. So same way, you can tell your student that they can also raise hand, and you can unmute them, and after that you can take their question, you can take their doubts, and you can answer one by one. So now this is all from my side. And if you want to ask anything, then I request you please raise your hand so that I can unmute you and I can take your query. You will get a raise hand of your on your screen. So just you have to click anywhere on the your screen and you will get a menu. So there you will get the option of raise hand. So just you have to click there and I can see who has raised hand, and I can allow, I can unmute that person and I can attend. So after that you can speak. Yeah, I get raise hand from Shalini ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Shalini ma'am, now I have unmute you. I can hear you and you can ask whatever you will be asked. So all the audience, all other participants can hear you.
Actually, sir, can you hear me now?
Yeah, ma'am, we can hear.
Can you hear me? Okay.
It's very clear.
Sir, actually, right, sir. Actually, in the very beginning, sir, we were not able to listen to you.
Okay.
When you started the program, actually that
Right.
time we were not able to hear you. So initial how to get started with it, if you can repeat, that will be a very good of you, sir. And
Okay.
I think many of us were not able. That is why we just once left the meeting and then rejoined it.
Okay, I'll answer
So
your question, ma'am.
is
Right,
a
right.
problem. Right.
No
Thank
issue,
you.
ma'am. I
Right. Thank
understand
you
your
so much.
problem. I understand problem, and
Right.
it may be for many of you. So what we have a solution of that. I'm recording this session, so I will share this recording
Right,
with
sir.
all of you. So later on, whatever you
Right.
skipped or whatever you are not able to listen, so then you can cover, you can see the video, and you can see that what I have explained. Just for a review,
Thank you so much.
I'll explain the major step what you have to do. First of all, you have to sign up yourself on the Zoom account. After that, you
Right,
need to
sir.
sign in there. After signing, you will get your meeting ID. Your meeting ID will be a
Right, sir.
static that you need to share with your student. And after that, you have to create your lesson plan or your work plan. There you can mention your meeting ID. In the same way, we are connected. I shared my meeting ID yesterday. So same meeting ID you have to share with
Right.
your
Yes,
student.
sir.
When your class will be scheduled, they have to enter
Okay.
the meeting ID and they can join.
Right,
And
sir.
after that, you can conduct your class.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Then I have question from Sanjeev sir. Yes, Sanjeev sir. Sanjeev sir, you can unmute yourself also. Sanjeev sir, plus please unmute from your device and after that you can speak. Yes, now it is
Say,
unmute. Yes, sir. Yes.
same question was there, sir. Many of we have missed in the beginning.
No problem, sir. It is everything is recorded. So I'll share with you. So after that you can share in your group.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question? Then I have a question from Amal Handa, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon, sir.
Sir, I just want to ask you to share the meeting ID. How do we do it for all the children?
So for that you need
The
to
WhatsApp?
create a circular, and I recommending Sanjeev sir that we have a mobile application which all the convent school are using. So the same mobile application, Cyber School Manager, we can set up for your school, and you can use that application. In this application, you can post the assignment, you can post the homework. If you want to message to your class student, that you can message. If you want to send the circulars, that also possible. So I just request you that if you need that application, we can set up that application and we can conduct one more session. In that session, we can give you training about the mobile application. So you need another platform where you can communicate with your student regarding the homework, regarding the circulars, regarding the messages. So all kind of communication you can do using our mobile application. This is Cyber School Manager. So we have two mobile application. One is for the student or parents. Another one is for the teachers. So using that application, you can send any kind of information to your class.
Right, sir. That can be done on the mobile or that will be
Yes,
done on
sir.
the
That can be
laptop?
done using a mobile. So you will get that. You have to install the mobile in your Android or iOS phone, and then you have to log in there. Login ID will be same what you are using in your CSM while entering your marks exam. I guess you are using your CSM for the examination. So in the same way, you can log in there and you can communicate with your class.
Right, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Our session is limited for 40 minutes and it is already past 35 minutes. So in next 5 minutes, it will be expired. So if in any case I can help you, then please raise your hand and I can explain your doubts.
वो बनेगा ना टाइम टेबल बनेगा
Yes sir, टाइम टेबल आपको बनाना पड़ेगा. आपकी जब मीटिंग आईडी सबकी क्रिएट हो जाएंगी तो यू कैन टेक टीचर वाइज मीटिंग आईडी एंड देन यू कैन शेड्यूल.
The timetable can be created class wise.
Yes sir, you can create by section wise or class wise. Maybe you are taking your classes section wise, so in the same way section
Yeah.
wise you can create a schedule.
Right, sir. Right. Thank you.
Sanjeev sir, something from your end?
Fine, sir. Everything fine. Now we will discuss with the teacher. Then I will come to you, sir.
Sir, I recommend one thing. Before going live with your student, just create this small group. The coordinator can create a group with the teachers, and you can practice yourself. You can take 2-3 sessions within your groups, so it will clear your doubts, and you will be practice that how this session is going on and how you can allow your student to conduct in your class.
Fine, sir. Fine.
Right, sir?
Right, sir.
Sir,
Right.
that will also be, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Sir, as you have said that we need to make groups among our teachers in order to practice this.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
there also we need to have some ID, something like that.
No, ma'am.
How can we create?
After signing, same in the way what you are scheduling your class, I'll explain you again. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'll tell you that how you
Right.
can schedule a session.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Like here, you can see the Zoom icon. So same icon you have there in your mobile or your in computer. So just you have to open it. When you
Yes,
will
sir.
open it, you will get option of schedule meeting.
Okay, right.
There you have to click there on the schedule meeting.
Schedule. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
So here just you have to put the time or date, on
Okay.
what date and what
Okay.
time you want to schedule your meeting.
Right, sir.
Then there
Right.
are two options. One is a generate automatically. If you click there
Okay.
generate automatically, then meeting ID will keep changing every time. If you want to go
Okay.
with your meeting ID, then you have to click here on your personal meeting ID.
Person.
Yeah.
Right, sir.
And after that you have to click there on schedule.
Right,
So
sir.
when you click there on the schedule, under your meetings, here you can see that I like in the way I have scheduled my meetings. So similarly, you can see the your meetings.
Okay.
So here you will
Okay.
get a copy invitation link.
Okay.
Just you have to copy this invitation, or here you can click on the show meeting invitation. So when you click there on the show meeting invitation, just you have to copy this link and you can share with your class teachers or with
Students.
your group. Before
Right,
going
sir.
to the student, I request that please practice with your teachers.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. That is going to help us a lot.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I have one more raise hand from Sunita madam. Sunita Chawla ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, very
Sir,
good
my
afternoon.
question is, sir, how many students can join together at one session?
Ma'am, here on the platform, in a one go, 100 participant can join. One can be you, and 99 can be others. So I guess in one your section you may be a strength of 30, 40, or 50. So it will not challenge that you can invite all of your students, and in one go they all can join.
Okay, sir. Fine. Thank you, sir.
ऐसे लगता
Data लगता है.
Right, sir? So I believe now everything is clear, and it hope this is a good session, and now you can practice your own. And in any case, if any issues there, then still I am there in a group, and you can ask me. I will be more happy to help you.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you for all. It is all
Thank
from
you,
my
sir.
end for today. So in any case, if you have any issue, my number is also mentioned there. So you can contact me, and I will be happy to answer your questions.
Please send us the recordings, sir.
Sure, ma'am. You will get it.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so
okay,
much.
okay, everyone.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.